Evan Carter, a 36-year-old architect, finishes dinner alone in their dimly lit kitchen, the quiet hum of the refrigerator filling the silence Lila leaves behind. When she appears in the doorway, dressed elegantly for what she calls a girls' night, something feels off. Her perfume lingers longer than her explanation. He tries to keep things light, masking unease with a faint smile, but his reply, "Tell Mark I said hi," cuts through the air like glass. The brief silence that follows exposes the tension they've been pretending doesn't exist. Her startled reaction, the flicker in her eyes, confirms what he fears but won't yet admit. Later, as darkness swallows the room, Evan sits alone, piecing together fragments of her life from her synced tablet. Every picture, every message feels like a clue. When the text appears, "See you soon. Same place?" his world tilts. He doesn't rage. He simply breaks quietly, deciding to outthink the betrayal rather than Evan and Lila's story began with laughter and shared ambition. Two dreamers who believed love could weather anything. Their chemistry was undeniable. She admired his focus. He adored her spontaneity. But as years passed, Evan's dedication to his architecture career consumed him, leaving Lila yearning for the warmth he'd once given freely. Loneliness crept in quietly. While Evan worked late nights under office lights, Lila found herself drawn to Mark, her charismatic manager who noticed details Evan no longer did, her new haircut, her tired eyes. What began as friendly understanding slowly turned into emotional dependence, blurring the lines of loyalty and desire. In the present, their marriage feels hollow, the once lively home now echoing with unspoken resentment. Evan senses the growing distance and begins tracking her absences, torn between suspicion and hope. Confiding in their neighbor Sarah, he whispers, "How do you know when someone's done loving you?" His quiet heartbreak contrasts Lila's silent guilt, making their unraveling unbearably human. The illusion shatters the night Evan opens an anonymous email. Just one line. "She's not who you think she is." Attached is a grainy photo of Lila and Mark locked in a kiss outside a bar. His chest tightens, breath shallow. Proof. The suspicion he dreaded now stands undeniable, cruelly clear. Instead of rage, he chooses control. He schedules a couple's therapy session, not for healing, but to witness her deceit firsthand. As the counselor asks about trust, Lila smiles softly and says, "We're stronger than ever." Her voice is smooth, practiced, a performance perfected. Evan watches, silent, heart breaking behind calm eyes. That night, he trails her through the rain, heart pounding yet eerily steady. From across the street, he sees her enter a downtown hotel, room 508. Mark's car gleams nearby. He doesn't record or confront. He simply whispers, "You could have just told me," before turning away, resolve hardening into quiet vengeance. Evan's calm becomes his greatest weapon. Instead of shouting or accusing, he begins to withdraw, changing financial passwords, skipping shared dinners, and offering only polite indifference. Lila, once confident in his affection, starts unraveling. Every unanswered call and distant glance feeds her paranoia. The balance of power quietly shifts in his favor. Behind the scenes, Evan forms an unlikely alliance with Claire Reynolds, Mark's perceptive wife. Under the pretense of a business collaboration, they exchange guarded truths and timelines, confirming what both feared. Each discovery deepens Evan's quiet resolve. He doesn't want chaos. He wants them to face their guilt while pretending nothing's wrong. At the dinner party he arranges, tension hums beneath the candlelight. Every smile is a mask, every toast a dagger. When Evan raises his glass and says, "To honesty, the rarest thing in any relationship," the air freezes. Later, Lila demands answers, but his calm reply, "I'm just waiting for you to tell the truth," cuts deeper than rage ever could. One quiet morning, Evan slides an envelope across the breakfast table, his expression unreadable. "Thought you might want to see this before your next girls' night," he says evenly. Inside are damning proofs, hotel receipts, screenshots, photographs. Lila's hand trembles as the color drains from her face, her secret finally cornered. When she whispers, "You followed me?" his answer cuts colder than anger. No, you left a trail. Her composure collapses. Between sobs, she blames loneliness, his distance, anything to justify the betrayal. Evan listens without interruption, tears glistening but unspoken. His silence becomes a mirror, forcing her to confront the truth she kept buried. Then he delivers the blow that breaks her spirit. You didn't just cheat. You made me feel insane for suspecting it. As she begs for forgiveness, he stands, bag already packed. Later, the twist unfolds. Claire, Mark's wife, exposed to everything. Together, she and Evan orchestrated poetic justice, toppling Mark's career and Lila's carefully curated image. 6 months later, the storm has passed. Evan finalizes the divorce with steady hands and a clear mind. The man once consumed by betrayal now moves through life with quiet purpose. He immerses himself in architecture again, sketching late into the night, not to escape pain, but to rediscover himself. Claire, having left Mark, meets Evan occasionally for coffee. Their conversations are gentle and honest, two people stitched together by shared wounds yet unhurried by desire. They talk of healing, of starting over. It's not romance, but recognition, an understanding that peace can grow where heartbreak once lived. Evan designs a modern lakeside home, a sanctuary he names, a place where silence doesn't hurt anymore. When Lila's final message appears, "I miss what we had," he replies, "I miss who we were. No anger, no regret. Just quiet acceptance. The sound of a man finally free." A year later, Evan stands beneath bright stage lights, calm and composed, as his lake house design wins a prestigious architectural award. The applause feels distant, grounding only when he begins his speech. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is stop fighting for someone who stopped choosing you. The room stills. In the audience's back row sits Lila, tears glistening as she claps softly, realizing too late what she destroyed. The man she once overlooked now radiates quiet confidence, transformed by the pain she caused. Her eyes linger on him, not with hope, but with the hollow ache of irreversible loss. When Evan steps outside after the ceremony, cool night air fills his lungs. The memory of her old words, "Don't wait up tonight," drifts through his mind. He smiles faintly and whispers, "I won't." It's closure, pure and haunting, the sound of a soul finally at peace,